Hello and welcome to another ARK How-To Taming video. I am Winslow and today we're going after the armored powerhouse, the Ankylosaurus. More simply called the Anky, this medium-sized herbivore can be seen in small family units around the island's hills and mountains. Today I'm going to be picking up a wild Anky and bringing it to a taming pen, mostly because the areas where it's often naturally found can be quite troublesome. Since for this tame I want the highest levels possible, I've located a 150 on the map and we're going to head up north. You will need to prepare some regular kibble in your cooking pot or cook station. This should take on 4 times taming between 3 to 5 kibble for a high level Anky. Just follow the standard recipe and you'll be all set. Today I'm taking Burbus because he's fast and has sufficient carry weight to carry both me and a wild Anky. Some creatures are either too slippery or too heavy for even the strongest of RGs to pick up. Once up north, it can sometimes be very hard to locate the wild tames you're looking for. The weather is often less than pleasant, coupled with sunsets or naturally camouflaged animals. Here, I finally located the 150 Anky, but I was a bit too late to save it. No worries though, that's part of the taming process. Sometimes you just aren't able to save them from wild predators. There is a 140 around one of the mountains, so we'll go for her and she should do just fine. Once located, I'll pick her up and take her to a safe place. You can drop them into a taming pen or even just in an open field. The Anky is slow and won't really be able to run away. You won't even need to try to use traps or a net launcher. If you're taming it in the open, use spiked walls to keep it safe, but be mindful of large herbivores or carnivores that will not enjoy stubbing their toes on it. From here on, it's a straightforward process. Just knock it out and give it some kibble to eat. It's important to know your torpor gain per shot when knocking something out. After the trank hits, it applies a base torpor amount and then a stacking torpor increase. If you land a shot wrong right at the end, it can impact your taming effectiveness because you technically shot it, doing damage, after it was already unconscious. You also want to make sure that once it starts feeding and gaining taming progress, it should never be without appropriate food for taming. If there's ever a lack of food in their inventory when they have the ability to eat, which with herbivores starts at 20 food because of berries, they will immediately lose taming progress. This is why I will generally give kibble and a secondary food item to start, so I can gauge how many kibble I will need. Now that we've got her added to the tribe, let's test her out a bit. The Anky has the best weight reduction for the unrefined metal resource. It can carry a large amount of metal and can harvest it very quickly. Just level up weight, it shouldn't need melee damage or much of an increase in health because they start with a very large health pool. It's not uncommon to see wild Ankys with higher health than wild Rexes. I like to pair them with weight-leveled Argentavis for transport. They both have a weight reduction for metal, and it's not uncommon to bring home 2,000 or 3,000 metal for refining in a single run. They will also efficiently harvest crystal and obsidian, though they don't have a weight reduction for them. You can also use them to smash ordinary rocks and get a large amount of flint, giving you an easy way to craft and stockpile spark powder. They are surprisingly agile swimmers, and you can gather oil from the shallow seas. Just keep an eye on oxygen levels and you should be fine. You can also take them up to the icebergs for oil rocks. A properly imprinted Ankylosaurus with a sturdy saddle is an excellent addition to any tribe. Because of their damage output for harvesting, they can also dish out damage to wild creatures that threaten them. An Anky can easily hold its own for quite some time against small or medium-sized carnivores. The Anky is one of my top 10 tames and is considered a milestone tame. Once you obtain it, your metal and spark powder production increases significantly. Thanks for watching this ARC how-to taming video. Again, I am Winslow, and if you found this guide helpful, please consider leaving a like. I greatly appreciate your time and support, and we'll catch up next time.